Here Tuesday. We are still in Jarrell, Texas at the Flying J. Number, I think it's 507. I believe it's they call it a Flying J dealer, which means it's kind of like a franchise thing, I think. So, you know, here we are. So, you know, I got all the trash taken out. Got the laundry done last night, so I'll have to make the bed, but, you know. I have a possibility of 2 different loads. One is a 2 crates of transformers. I think going to Virginia, I believe my my dispatcher manager said. Which I could, you know, had to be, you know, picking up today, Tuesday, delivering Friday. So I could swing through the house. He said I could, you know, go through Atlanta, get my stuff. It's a little bit out of the way, but you know, they would authorize that. Or there was another one going to, I think he said South Carolina, but you know, he's working on, you know, the load. I think the transformers paid a whole lot more, so he was trying to get that one. Which, you know, that makes perfect freaking sense. Go with the one that pays the most. I mean, he, you know, may not be an owner operator, but you still have to operate a business, and you have not only you know, the driver, you have the dispatcher, you have all the administrative staff, the staff in the shop, other drivers. You gotta make sure their salaries are paid. So, but other than that, you know, we got another TMC guy coming in here. But you know, it's not, you know, I don't have a preference where I want to go. I mean, there are places I don't like going to, but at the same time, you know, I'm a company, I'm an employee. I'm not an owner operator. I don't get to say no, yes or no. I mean, unless it's really, you know, really serious. Let me fix that. Unless it's really, you know, I can't stand that place. I don't feel safe going there. You know, they had a problem with my attitude or whatnot. They don't want me on the property. You know, there are places I do not want to go. So, you know, I will say I don't want to go there, but unless I'm specifically banned by that shipper or receiver, you know, I'm an employee. I go do my job. You know, I try to check my attitude when I go in these places. So, you know, I'm not refusing it just because I don't want to. But like I said, he's working on a couple of loads, you know, for me to see what he can get so he can get me back through the house, my sister's place in Atlanta, so I can grab my stuff, you know, get my kitchen, my clothes, toiletries, all that other stuff back onto the truck, so I can, you know, be as comfortable as I can, you know, while doing the job. You know, trucking is a 24/7 job for OTR drivers like myself. You are always in the truck. I'm just working. You know, I don't own a house. I don't own a car. I don't have a place that I want to. I'm not renting an apartment. There's no place I have to be. I don't have to mow a lawn. I don't have to you know, clean the wash the windows. I don't have to, you know, clean out the lint trap at, you know, and change the filter on the heating air conditioning system. You know, I don't have all those concerns and worries. So right now It's basically what goes on inside this truck, out right on the outside of the truck, and what's on that trailer. That's what I do. That's all encompassing of what I'm, you know, how I'm living right now. So, you know, whatever load he gives me, I'll go get it done. And then, like I said, as long as I can swing by the house, pick up the things I need, then I can get going. All right, let's take a look outside here real quick. You know, let me turn this thing off back here first, so I can hear outside. All right. All right. So this is a Peterbilt 389, a 2018 model. You can see here 18 speed, flapper, selector, clutch pedal. All right. It's like, see, nice dark green color. Got 4 air horns, 5 lights, and 2 rotating strobes on top. I don't know if you want to call them strobes. It came with the antennas for the CB, so I have to replace that, which I'm going to replace it with something a little bit better. Depth tank, nice big fuel tank, and the fuel tank on the other side is just as, you know, nice and big as well. Can't read how big that is. 180 gallon, I believe it said, or I don't know what it said. I have to clean it up really to see. I haven't really had time to do that. So here's the truck, front to back. Pretty long, pretty long. See, my nose is even with the truck on this truck on my right, on my left here. And you can see how far back his wheels are from mine. I'm good. I'm several feet longer, about 3.5 feet longer than he is. He's got a 53-foot trailer. I'm running with a 48-foot step deck here. So my nose and his nose are even. See, I parked up on the grass to get out of everybody's way. And pretty much, you know, the back of the trailers are pretty much even as well, you know. So I have a shorter trailer, but my overall length is a couple inches longer than he is. So the trailer does not have a sliding, you know, rear axle. So the axles are fixed on this trailer. Not too bad, not too bad. Got my tri-pack. I love having an APU now. I mean, yeah, when I was at Melton, yeah, the truck would idle without shutting down, but A, it was louder, it used more fuel, and, you know, and I just drove 10 hours a day, and now the truck's running even more. It's like, that puts a lot of wear and tear on a vehicle. Now, give me the APU. Let's see, 150. Okay, so 2 150-gallon tanks on this truck. So I basically have 300-gallon capacity. And, you know, we are spec'd out to run, or the policy is basically 5 miles per gallon. So I can easily run, you know, a good amount. Can run a good amount before I need to fill. Let's see, I filled up in, where did I fill? I forgot where I filled. It was up there in Minnesota. Davenport, Iowa. Well, no, they're in Davenport, Iowa. So I put 40 miles for my road test. I did almost 220 before I filled. And then from that point, I've done 1,260 miles or 1,250 miles from when I filled to now. And I'm not even at a quarter tank on my first tank. This tank is completely full. I haven't even touched that yet. But this is the new truck. Runs great. Love being back in the stick. So now all we're doing is just waiting. We are just waiting. So once he sends me through my my load, we can get going. Let's see, if he sends me over to Houston to grab those transformers, that's about 200 miles away. So that's at least 3 hours just to get over there. I said it's just almost 9:30 right now. So it'll be noon before I even think, you know, almost 1 o'clock before I even think about getting there. And then it would be, you know, stopping at night, which I really don't want to do. But you can only do what you can do. So we'll talk to you later. Okay, well, I got called. I am heading down from Jarrell, Texas to Laredo. And Ram now is saying 274 miles. He's going to send me the information once he gets everything finalized, but need to start heading down there right away. It is, you know, a couple minutes after 10 o'clock. So we are grabbing a load out of there. I think he said it was 11 pieces. That is going to Norcross, Georgia, and to somewhere in South Carolina. So we got a pretty good run. So we're going to be on our way here in just a moment. The pre-trip's done. Getting the truck all ready to roll. So we got at least 4 hours down to Laredo. And we'll stop once on the way to, you know, grab a bite to eat, I think. And then we will get ourselves loaded, try to get out of town as fast as possible. And then get on, probably going to shoot out, well, angle our way up to Louisiana, I think. No sense coming all the way up, then over, try to angle my way over. But that's what we got going on. All right, we stopped here in New Braunfels. I'm just gonna, you know, clean off the old window here. You can see the window's nice and dirty. Just seems that everybody's going a little bit slow today. But like I said, we got time to get there. I mean, we still got 183 miles to go. And we are, like I said, we got another 3 hours. Get down there. It is 10 minutes to 12. Man, I tell you, it just, I wish it had come up a little bit faster, but 270 miles to go. All right, we finally got our information. £40,000. Going to oh well, we'll take a moment to once we get the windshield washed, we're gonna park it. We'll plug the information in where it's supposed to be. And then we will then we'll get ourselves down there as fast as we can. Okie doke. Well, here we are in Laredo. That's what we're picking up. Pick up 11 of these things, these little scissor lifts. We basically have 5 stops. 2 labeled Atlanta, 1 labeled Norcross, Georgia, which is like northwest or northeast side of Atlanta. We have a delivery in Piedmont, South Carolina, and Columbia, South Carolina. So, it's hot. It's disgusting here. Let's see here. We are... Game thing? Sir.
Got the paper they gave you?
Yeah. There you go. Yes, sir. It said it was 11 pieces.
Huh?
It said it was 11 pieces.
11.
All right, sir.
Your order stop is 24513?
Yes. 25413. Let me see what this says. I'm going to Biggs, Sunbelt in Atlanta. Got those 2 in Atlanta. Biggs coming off first.
Biggs?
Biggs, B-I-G-G-S.
I got Atlanta, Georgia. You're gonna go there second, yeah?
Yeah, well that's second for me, yes.
So I mean, your first stop is gonna be Atlanta, Georgia, and
yes.
then second is the other one.
Yes.
Atlanta, Georgia. Third,
Norcross.
4.
Piedmont, then South Carolina, then Columbia. Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. All right, let's. So we're down here in Laredo. You see that? 106. Feels like 109, a high of 108. And that goes without saying. Very hot. So, you know, it says a little bit of a wind, but I ain't feeling it. So 106 right now. Ridiculous, but you know, we will deal with it. Right now, I mean, I got the APU going with the AC. Try to keep the inside here a little cool while the engine's not running. It is about 20 minutes to 4 o'clock. So basically, you know, as soon as I roll out here, get myself parked. Let's see, what hours do I got? Let's see here. I got 6 hours of driving and 8 hours on the clock that I can work. So I can get up the road at least a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to go too far. I'm going to, you know, But we'll do what we got to do. I got plenty of cold drinks. Get this all done. Get these limb pieces on. I wish I had this load, you know, at 7 a.m. But I didn't get it till after 10. Well, just about 10. If I had, you know, if I knew that I needed to come down here, you know, to head down a little bit earlier, that'd have been nice. But you know, can only do what I can do. We're picking up 11 of these scissor lifts. So, you know, we will do what we can as rapidly as we can, you know. I think it's going to be a combination of chains and straps because I don't have enough chains for 11 of these. Well, I would need 22 chains minimum. I think I have 15. So I got like 8. I got 8, or I got like, I think I got like 10 straps. So, you know, it's going to be a combination of those, you know. So we got basically 1,100 miles to our first stop there in Atlanta. Then it's 5 miles to the next one, 40 miles to the next one, 120 and 110 to the last 3, you know. So all of the last 3, well, they all could pretty much be done in one day, you know, as long as things go nice and smoothly. So, you know, but we will do what we can. Let's take a look at the route. So we're down here in Laredo. So you can see we're going to follow along the coast here, down over top of New Orleans, over to Mobile. Take 60.
Number 581?
Yes, sir. And like I said, we're gonna get to Mobile, you know, across 10 there to Mobile. We'll get on to 65 north up to Montgomery, you know, past you know, way I've been up many times. To Montgomery, we'll get on 85, take that on up to Atlanta. And then once we get done with those 2 stops near, or 3 stops near Atlanta, you know, then we'll head up into South Carolina, and then once we do that one Piedmont, down to Columbia. Oh, lovely, lovely. So, you know, total distance 1,400 miles plus the 270 it took that to get down here. So basically almost 1,700 mile trip.